These are also candidates for automation. What are the benefits of BPM based approach? BPM facilitates visually designing of workflows through graphical process modeler tool. It empowers process owners to easily design and take control of processes instead of relying on a software developer. Modular approach provides the end-to-end view of the processes and helps in quickly designing and visually identifying the redundant activities in the process. Then, in case there are multiple processes that needs to be rolled out. So, since the platform is already there, you just need to configure few forms and then allow access to multiple users to those things. So it is quick to roll out new processes, and then using a single platform you can automate multiple kind of processes which can be related to government kind of interaction, government to citizen kind of interaction, or even internal automation of a government organization. Then using the BPM kind of tool, there are techniques like for monitoring, as well as you can find out what are the bottlenecks, exceptions within the process, and then you can remove those bottlenecks to make the process more efficient. There are dashboards, reports which are available, which can be accessed by officers from anywhere, anytime, even through mobile devices. Then flexibility to change. BPM based processes are built for change. There is no hard coding being done. In case you need to add any additional field, any additional stage for approval, that can be done. And then the re-engineering of processes based on different government guidelines is pretty easy. Moreover, BPM provides standard methodologies for integration with almost all kind of systems, even with the legacy applications. So new solutions can coexist with the legacy manual system, and thus departments can leverage their existing investments. Why a document management system is essential for government projects? See, document handling is a critical component of service processing. Document needs to be available electronically, as they may be accessed and used even after the service has been delivered while delivering additional services. In certain cases, they may be required after 5, 10 or maybe 15 years. Nowadays, when it has been seen sometimes the scanning activity is being outsourced. Then during this processing, the documents are managed by the vendor. Today, less thought is given to vendors by vendors as to what will happen to the document after the processing is completed. Most of the time they will submit all the scanned documents in a DVD to the department. This creates silos of information. These documents are government property and should be centrally archived in a secure, well-defined manner. Another thing is, in most large government projects, there is a case of digitization where millions of documents are getting scanned, and it is not possible for department to do manual checking of more than 2 to 5% of the documents. So there is a need for a tool using which automatically the quality check of scanned documents can be done. Like during digitization, what happens? There can be many possible errors which can occur, like folded corners, skewness, readability errors, too dark, too light, photo in black and white, etc. Or even the orientation is not right. Nowadays, with the advancement in technology, there are automatic quality checks possible for these errors, which can not only detect these errors and correct most of these errors. So, software-based document quality analysis can play a vital role in the digitization process to certify the output. Even the authenticity of the document is pretty important. Though the quality of the scanning output is important, but the authenticity is also pretty important. Nowadays, documents can be digitally signed so that their authenticity can be verified. Even during digitization process, documents or batch of documents is being signed digitally, which can be verified at a finalization step, and then department officials can also do authentication at a later stage. Preventing loss of valuable documents by enforcing record management policies. In government departments, there are various retention and disposition rules which needs to be applied to the documents. Even the movement of documents, physical documents from one place to another place needs to be tracked. Nowadays, standard record management systems which are compliant to various international standards like ISO record management standard, DOD, US DOD standard, helps the organization to define all those rules as well as manage their physical documents. Compliance with open standards for long-term archival. PDF is one of the such formats which is platform independent and has been prescribed for long-term archival. It is an ISO format which can be used by the departments to archive documents for long term. Finally, secure and scalable management of billions of documents. Repository for handling documents should be capable of handling storage and retrieval of billions of documents in a high performance environment. During the dumping of documents on a local disk or storing in database, can't act as a substitute as a local hard disk or a storage in database is unsecure and not scalable. So there is a document management system is an essential component for any government projects. Nowadays all the mission mode projects with Government of India is running. You can see there is a emphasis on a professional document management system as a part of the software stack.